There is a lot of anger in London about the new ULEZ measures, which Sadiq Khan has introduced. The scheme now covers every London borough, and if your car breaches the set emissions threshold, you are looking at a daily charge of £12.50. This means that Londoners who live and work on the outskirts of the city and never go into central London, or even those who live outside the city and commute into the outskirts of London, whose cars do not meet the required criteria, now either have to continue with their current car and pay this daily charge, or opt to buy a new car at great expense just to avoid this cost. You may have seen scenes such as this today, with people outside of Westminster or anywhere else protesting against the scheme and calling for Khan to resign. I can say unequivocally that Sadiq Khan and his colleagues could not care less about the small crowds protesting here, even if they are assisted by political heavyweights such as Nigel Farage. Though going to a political protest to show your objections and have your voice heard is admirable, it will not do anything to stop ULEZ at this point. Does anyone really think that Khan has gone through all the internal battles in the Labour Party, the legal action proposed against the scheme, and every other objection against the expansion of ULEZ up to now, after its introduction, to change his mind? Of course not. He did not even reverse his decision when Labour recently lost the Uxbridge and South Ruislip by-election, after the Conservative candidate, Steve Tuckwell, campaigned against the scheme. The thing about all politicians is, they have one primary weakness: the fear of losing their power. Khan won the 2021 mayor election by over 200,000 votes after the second rounds of votes were considered. He will not care about the small protests occurring today. A crowd of 50,000 people could go to City Hall on a demonstration against ULEZ, and it would not change anything. He would, however, fear losing his position as Mayor of London. He has previously commented he would be interested in remaining in the role until 2036 or 2040, if London was to host the Olympic Games again in one of those years. For now, ULEZ is here to stay, and there is no way around it. Whilst that may be extremely difficult for many, who are already having financial difficulties due to the cost of living crisis, sadly, this is just the reality. In my view, the only way Londoners have any prospect of removing ULEZ is to remove Sadiq Khan from office via the ballot box. Now, before I say this next bit, I need to add that I have no real time for either the Labour or Conservative Party. Frankly, both parties are dire. The Tories have been in government for 13 years and done untold damage to this country. Khan's Labour Party have been in office in London since 2016 and have also been equally pathetic. With all that being said, the Conservative candidate for Mayor of London in the 2024 election is Susan Hall, and she is a big opponent of ULEZ and its expansion. If elected as Mayor, she has vowed to scrap ULEZ on her first day in office. The situation does not have to be more complicated than this. Whether Hall keeps her promise or not remains to be seen. Politicians do have a habit of making promises they do not keep. However, one thing is for sure: if Khan wins again in 2024, ULEZ is here to stay. So that is the decision Londoners have to make. Perhaps some of you watching this despise the Tory party and would never consider voting for them, and that's fine. At the very least though, you should not vote for the Labour Party next year if you oppose the ULEZ scheme. Putting ULEZ aside, I think Khan has been an absolute disaster for London. Crime has exploded since he took power in 2016. He has no success in addressing this issue, and is very arrogant when questioned about the matter. As you can see here, he responds like this.
Crime is up, robbery is up, knife crime is up, rape is up, taking motor vehicle offences is up, residential burglary is up, knife crime with injury is up, knife crime with injury and robbery is up, and you think, honestly, that London is more safe now than when you took over as Mayor of London? I do. That's absolutely extraordinary.
His inaction on dealing with crime and the safety of Londoners alone, let alone his tax on the poor with his ULEZ expansion, is reason enough to hope this failed mayor loses in 2024. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please like and subscribe if you did. Many thanks. Bye.